Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Brandon Moreno versus Steve Erceg. Brandon Moreno, 22 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws. He's 3-2 in his last 5 fights, 1-2 in his last 3. Minus 195 favorite, 31 years old, 5'7" with a 70-inch reach. Fighting Steve Erceg, who's 12-3, 3-2 in his last 5 fights, on a 2-fight losing streak, plus 165 underdog. 29 years old with at 5'8", with a 68.5-inch reach, 1.5-inch reach advantage for Moreno, with a 1-inch in height for Erceg. Here's another one that is complicated to me. Seriously, Erceg. Let's look. Debuts. Well, he has 8 finishes, been finished the one time, obviously, against Kai France. So he debuts against David Dvorak. Looks incredible in that fight. Cody Haddon. Oh, that's the one loss? Wow. All right. But yeah, that, he fights David Dvorak, the Undertaker, I believe they called him. Put everything together so beautifully in that fight. It was so good. He used some combinations, ending with a head kick. It was wild. His ground game looked really, really good. Then he fights Costa and plays it really safe. Stays very fundamentally tight because of the power of Costa. But they didn't do too much in that fight. So yeah. Then he fights Matt Schnell and absolutely destroyed Matt Schnell. Thank you very much for that. And then fights Pantoja for the belt. And coming down to the 5th round, he's on his way to win. Shoots in for a takedown, he loses the fight. It's wild. Then he fights Kai France, and he seemed to just be trying to be like, highlight reel, I got to get that title fight back. That's what it seemed like. Wasn't being well-rounded like he is. It's like when grapplers decide to strike strikers. What are you doing? You can strike them, but you need to grapple with them. What are you doing? What are you being one-dimensional for? This doesn't make any sense. So now you go to Moreno. 10-5-2, crazy. 6 finishes, dominates, not destroy, but dominates Amir Albazi. Loses to Brandon Royval by split. Terrible game plan for Brandon Moreno in that matchup. He looked awful in that fight. I didn't think it was a split. I thought it was like 4-1 for Royval. Ridiculous. Royval loses the split decision to Pantoja, which I thought the grappling exchanges for Pantoja in each of the rounds that he won, I thought it was pretty fair. Is what it is. So you look at it and it's like, okay, well, does Steve Erceg, is he going to be more well-rounded? Is he going to be trigger shy? Maybe. We don't know. Not yet. Is he going to be focused? If the guy that fought David Dvorak, who was well-rounded, fights Moreno, I really like Steve Erceg. I love the fact that this fight is 5 rounds because I think it helps Erceg in his game plan, long run wise. The problem, again, if you look at it, is Brandon Moreno has a really, really good output. He has good pressure. He has been getting hit a ton more. I like Steve Erceg with a pretty decent upset, it seems like. Where's it at? Yeah, it seems like plus 165 underdog for Erceg. I like Erceg. I think he gets the job done. I think he looks pretty damn good. I think Moreno's going to have moments because it's still Moreno, but I like Steve Erceg. And as always, subscribe, like, comment. Peace.